Hello, my name is Braden, cut right head. I'm honored to be speaking to you all today. I was asked to speak about like a day in the life of like a visually impaired student, not just in the public school system, but also as a WKU Hilltop. So I have a condition called septo-optic dysplasia, meaning my optic nerve wasn't fully developed when I was born, and so like if you were to stand right in front of me, I'd be able to see like what color your shirt was and maybe what was on it, but like I wouldn't be able to tell you like what color your eyes were or what was on the wall 6 feet away, which has also made social distancing during this pandemic a bit more of a challenge. So, as far as technology goes, I have a pretty basic setup. Um, I have a big Mac desktop that I use for at home, which is great for enlarging stuff. Also, I use it for my notation software when I want to compose music. I'll get more into that later on. Um, I also use an iPad Pro that I use for recreation and also for like general like typing assignments when I'm on campus and whatnot. The program I like to use on all my devices is Google Drive because it doesn't take up storage on my device to save documents, and it automatically saves, and like I can just go seamlessly from my iPad to my laptop to my desktop, and it's all right there, which is awesome. I also use a laptop, which I mostly use that for my music theory classes when I have to like notate scales and key signatures and whatnot for because like that has a program I use on it called Sibelius, which lets me notate all the different musical things that they want. I also use an iPhone for like texting and also for like looking at menus out in public, so I don't have to have someone reading them. I also like I also use it for as of now I use it for like seeing text and stuff at school. I am in talks with the office for the vocational rehabilitation to hopefully get me something to like a dedicated magnifier in the next couple of weeks for me to use. Um, so yeah, that's my technology setup, and then I also use a white cane for getting around campus. Also, just like getting around in town in general, because like yeah, I may be familiar in an area, but it also serves as a signal to other people, hey, I'm visually impaired, stay out of my way. And especially during the pandemic, like it's all about stay 6 feet. That's really hard for me, and so that also serves as a reminder to other people, hey, I can't see 6 feet, so you're gonna have to do the heavy lifting here and help out. I so that's it for like what technology and stuff I use. As far as like actual classes go, um, I feel like most of my teachers have been really great to me, both in the public school system and in college. I have had a couple teachers that haven't been. One of which was when like I had a class in my second to last semester of my senior year, and we were supposed to be watching this movie and doing an assignment for a grade. Well, turns out it had audio description, and one of the other guys noticed it and asked what it was, and the teacher was like, "Yeah, no, I don't do that." Because basically, where they say like he lifts his foot up off the road, and I said, it's not like that at all. I use it a lot. It really helps me. And her response was, "You'll live. You're close to the screen." So just don't don't be that kind of teacher, guys. your your students your students and parents will thank you later, and so will the court system, because some people may sue. and and so I've also had issues with the College Board in the past. So it was my junior year of high school. I was taking two AP tests, and so like all year long, I was using my laptop to write the essays because, like, well, that's easier for me than. And but then like a month before the test, they're like, no, you can't use a laptop. You gotta have someone write it out for you. So I had to like learn how to like how to like dictate everything, like periods, punctuation marks, spelling of certain words, everything. And and then like 2 weeks before the test, they're like, no, you can't use the scribe you've been using because she has a history degree. And one of my tests was a history degree. Now, to their credit, this was right around the time of the big college admissions scandal, which I'm sure you've all heard about. And like their SAT and stuff was affected, but still, like, surely they can do a better job of balancing like security of the test and disability accommodations. And so they got a really nice letter from me. And also, when I was in sixth grade, the the state wouldn't let me use an iPad as a calculator during the K prep, which is like the big test. And so like my mom and Miss Murphy, my teacher with the visually impaired, like they both sent letters to the state every day, and so finally, like then it ended up being where I was the only one in the state that was able to use it. The only one in the state. Other than those two incidents, it's mostly been pretty accommodating. As far as like getting around on campus, before the semester started, I learned where my classes were and stuff before that. Now, there were some minor hiccups the first couple days. Like I ended up having to run to a class, but other than that, it's been pretty great. Disability services has been accommodating. Um, my professors have been great. But it's also been a perk sometimes because when my dad and I would go to heavy metal concerts, and and in order for us to get to the front, like close to the stage, what my dad and I would do is I would hold up my cane and yell, "Blind guy coming through, thank you," and people would move up, and then we would all get close to the stage, and yeah, it was pretty great. Um, so as far as hobbies and stuff, I'm really into music. Like I've always been in band since sixth grade, and so as far as reading music and stuff, I can read music, but it just takes me so long, and it would have to be so big to where it would just honestly be 10 times easier if I just went by audio. And so usually if it's a well-known piece, I'll go online and find a recording of the piece and just listen out for my part. I play percussion, which is drums, cymbals, xylophone, stuff like that. But if it's either a not well-known piece or if it's a really hidden part, what I would do is I would give someone in my section the part and then pay them to transcribe it into an audio file so I could listen to that and learn my part that way. And this year I am actually in the Big Red Marching Band in the front ensemble, and that they've been really great. I love that group. They are amazing. And I also like to write my own music. I am currently in a virtual orchestra, and I've been asked to write a symphony for that ensemble. And I've been writing music since the 8th grade. And, and I also like to read like recreationally on a Kindle Paperwhite because like I can get that really close to my face. And what I like about that is the only thing I can do on that is read. So like I can put my phone across the room and like not get distracted when I want to read, which is great. I've tried reading on the phone, but like as soon as I get a notification or a text or anything, I'm checking it. Like that's just me. So yeah, I mean, if anyone has any questions, feel free to email me at like my WKU email, which is Braden BRADEN .cutright CUTRIGHT hyphen HEAD 780 at topper.wku.edu, or my personal email, which is bcutrighthead@gmail.com. You can also like ask questions to the professor, and she can email me with those, and I'll be glad to respond to any questions, comments you guys have. Thank you for listening and letting me be a part of this. I'm honored to get to do this. I hope you have a great semester. Stay safe and healthy out there, and have a good semester. Take care.